So we are saying that directly looking at the coefficients in VAR model will give variable results. However, but it does not carry heavy weight or heavy value on results interpretation. Yes, we interpret the coefficients is important, but the coefficients alone is not enough. We shall go. We need to go an extra mile when we are interpreting the results of VAR model. So the real value of a VAR model comes from two special tools, what we are calling the impulse response functions and what we call the factor error variance decomposition. So these are the critical things that we need to be able to identify and to interpret when we are running the VAR model. So in other words, results interpretation in VAR is comprehensively done by looking at the two models, the impulse response functions and the variance decomposition. And so we go to the next section, impulse response functions and variance decomposition. And we start with the impulse response function. So we are saying that after estimation, we want to understand how a shock in one variable affects another variable. We want to understand how a shock in one variable affects another variable or affects other variable over time. So in IRF, it shows how one-time shock to one variable affects all other variables in the system over time. So think of it like this. Think of a shock of a sudden, think of a shock as a sudden or unexpected change. So when we are talking about shock here, we are saying, let's say there is a sudden change in interest rate or a sudden change in a sudden change in interest rate or a sudden change in stock prices. Yeah, stock prices suddenly changes or interest rate suddenly changes. So what will happen? That is a shock. Maybe there is a significant abrupt change in interest rate. That is what we are referring as a shock. So for example, central bank unexpectedly raises interest rate. You see, that one is a shock. So what will happen to other variables? That one is explained by what we are calling the impulse response functions. So by looking at these graphs, so an IRF would show us how this shock affect stock prices over time or over the next few months or quarters. Yeah, and therefore we are going to draw graphs and we see what will happen. And that's why we are saying by looking at these graphs, we can see the size, we can see the direction, we can see the duration of the impact of one variable's shock on the others. So this one is very critical. So we shock one variable, or if a shock of one variable occurs, how will other variables behave? So you want to see the size of the effect, the direction of the effect, and the duration of the effect of that shock. So that is IRF.